Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Yeah, it's probably about it. Yo, what's up guys, about the Cobra Kai Karate. Go back to a brand new video, and boy does this feel like a fever dream. Are you guys getting deja vu? Because we have Cobra Kai news back on the Cobra Kai Karate channel. You know, I was even thinking about playing my old intro, just for the memories.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
But I don't want to be over dramatic or anything. But anyway, here we are, and we have some news, and to some people it might be positive, exciting, some might be concerned, some might not like it at all. So I'm just going to say the news, and I'll give my opinion on it, which you guys kind of already know from my title. So it is now practically confirmed by Ralph Macchio that we will be getting a Cobra Kai spinoff, probably in the near future. And this is really obviously conflicting news for me. Before I really say what I think about this, I do want to say what exactly this will be, what it most likely will be. And my closest bet, I would probably say maybe a Mr. Miyagi prequel. I really would rather have a spin-off be a prequel than a continuation of the story. And I'll get to my reasons why that in a bit. So if it is a spin-off, I think it should be a prequel, and it should be one of Mr. Miyagi, because that's the one that makes most sense. I did think a young Kreese and Silver, but they already talked about the main objectives and catalysts of the story in the flashbacks to Cobra Kai. And then I thought of a young Chosen story, but the way they kind of made him a mockery in season 6, I don't really think they're going to go deep in that character with a prequel. So the only prequel that makes sense to me is Mr. Miyagi, and it's one they talked about themselves. The big issue is they would have to be very careful with that and what they plan to do. Not only would the casting be very careful, how you write and how you do everything needs to be very, very careful, because Pat Miorda has passed away. His legacy is very big, and I've been saying you do not tamper with that. Even the whole AI generated flashbacks that we got, I did not like that at all, just because I thought it was just disrespect. I think you continue his legacy, but you do not need to do that. So a prequel, if it's done right, it'll be amazing. If it's done wrong, it'll be the worst thing ever to happen to this franchise. Yes, even worse than Karate Kid Legends. So that's what I would think for a spinoff. If it is a continuation, that is really tricky for me, and I really don't know what it could be, because as far as Sam goes, I don't think Sam is as big or as important of a character to carry her own TV show. Her and Miguel maybe, but what exactly are they going to be doing in Okinawa that requires an entire spinoff? And then you look at stuff like Dimitri and Hawk, they're also not characters that could be a standalone. Tori and Robbie maybe, but is this kind of too soon? And everything else just doesn't make a lot of sense. I really do not want to see an Iron Dragon spinoff. Some people proposed that idea. I think those were just side characters for maybe 5 or 6 episodes of the all 65 episodes in the show. We do not need that at all. But those are my ideas for what I think they will do the spinoffs. Now it's time to give my opinion on why a spinoff should not happen. Prequel, continuation, whatever it is, it should not happen. Now a prequel would be better, but I still think it should just rest, because I've been saying this for a long time. There's even a short that I made from my network probably a year ago. I'll probably just play right here just so you guys get what I was saying from me back then.
I don't think they should continue the story in small little parts. The end should be the end. Because if you have an awesome ending and it's so grounded and so good, and you do these little small little nitpick series that comes after, it's gonna make that end feel a little undeserved. It's be well, that was awesome, but there's this, oh, but Hawk goes to college in this spinoff, and that's cool. The end should be the end. Have the end be the end, and let that be the end. If you want to pick it up in 20 years, do it. But the end be the end.
So as you guys seen, I've always held this idea in my head that the ending should be the ending. When you have a true good ending, you need to let it rest. You need to let it sit. You need to let the fans, they earn that ending. I think when you finish a great show and it's a great ending and you've grown with the show, I think the fans and everyone should feel like they earned that show, that we earned this ending, and now it's going to sit, it's going to rest, it's going to gain a new fandom, and when the time's right, you're going to bring it back. Because in my mind, I always thought of continuing the show and the universe 5 or 10 years when the teenagers are now adults, and it could bring a new generation. It could bring more interesting dynamics of them being adults, because we saw them as teenagers. But when you jump the gun right away, and it makes the ending feel undeserved. It makes the ending feel more of a stone, like a final place, like some sort of stop, at the bus stop. It's just a little bus stop to get somewhere else. the ending that we got with Johnny and them winning the Psychic Taikai, that should have been the true ending. It was a perfect ending. The last episode, it was the only 10 out of 10 episode I give of the show. It's the best episode in the show. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of season 6, but that part 3, with how they were able to actually end the series, was perfect. And because of that, we should not be doing this Miyagi-verse. This is not the multiverse. This is not the MCU. This is a simple Karate Kid story, and it should be held that way. And I know fans are excited. I know a lot of people want to see more. And I know producers want money. But if you truly care for the story of these characters, you have to know that this is right. Because just look at what we're doing with the Karate Kid Legends and bringing Mr. Han to the universe. And now we got the whole entire spin-off ideas and prequels. And then now we might get a Karate Kid Legends 2. It's just like, it's turning into a mess. And I really do not want that to happen. So that's basically my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Always remember, extreme measures. Peace out.